Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Magic, and today is Cash the Bag Thursdays. So, today I really want to focus on an old saying that another man's trash is another man's treasure. And meaning that whatever it is that you see valuable, whatever it is that you put energy into, whatever it is that you put meaning behind and you put intention behind, holds a frequency to be as great as you want it to be. Just like this piece of tree bark, right? Some people could just find it just that. But over the years, or however long this has been in practice, people have put a meaning to this, a definition to this. People have put energy into this, belief into this. And this has a certain frequency of its own. This has a meaning to some people. And to some people, they just see it as a piece of wood, right? Just like this stone right here. Some people may see it as a pretty stone, but some may recognize this as citrine. Some may recognize that this has holistic and metaphysical properties. Some people may think that this holds some type of power, right? And that goes for anything that we put our mind to, whatever belief that we have, whatever vision that we have. Everybody is not going to see that. Everybody is not going to understand that. The only person that needs to understand that and see that is you, because you're the person that is meant to bring it to fruition. And that's kind of what I really want to focus on. Just like your path in life, your journey, it's your journey. And it only has meaning if you give it meaning. Like life, happiness in life, there is no key to it, right? Happiness is what you make of it. And that's the same thing with anything. That's the same thing with a project. That's the same thing with an investment. That's the same thing with a job. That's the same thing with a new job. That's the same thing with a business. Anything that's an energetic frequency only has a meaning if someone or people put energy and effort into it to give it that. So we're going to pull from this oracle deck and see what we get. I want to pull this out because I was shuffling before, and this card has come out so many times. And this is the Tribe in reverse. And for some of y'all, you guys could feel like you're alone, like you're on this path by yourself. You could possibly feel like people are moving on without you. You probably see people being successful and doing things that you want to do, and you kind of trying to figure out well, why am I still stuck in this position? Why are all the doors closing on me? How come I can't have a door to open up, to go through? And your path is what you make it. Your path is the energy and intention that you put into it. If you focus on the fact that everybody is having and doing more and going places that you want to go, then you're not putting enough focus into your own journey. You're putting your focus into what everybody else is doing. And by doing that, you miss the magic that is in your life. You take away from the happiness that's within your life. So we'll see what else comes out. We'll see what else that comes out of here. Spirit, what else do you have to say for the collective as regarding finances? Okay, fine. Dang, that was quick. I will say this yang energy, this is like opportunity. This is potential. You know, whatever is for you is going to be for you. There's nothing that is for you that will miss you. Okay. Whatever opportunity is for you, it will be for you, and there is no missing on it. If something doesn't work out, it didn't work out for a reason. We can't always know, you know, every step, everything that's going to happen, and everything can't work out for us because everything is not meant for us. If you take a step back from your current situation, you'll be able to see that life has an intelligence to it. Life will close doors that we're not meant to go into. Life will slow things down when they're going too fast or when we're going too fast if there is a potential for a mistake. And life will give us warnings. And sometimes we don't heed those warnings because we want to do whatever it is that we want to do, right? And by doing that, we make mistakes. And that's when shit fucks up, right? So sometimes the door closes for a reason. Sometimes opportunities don't come to fruition for a reason. And whatever that reason is, we don't always necessarily see it because we're too close to the situation, right? So when we back away from that, or in hindsight, after things and some time has passed, then we're like, oh, damn. Like, that's why that didn't happen. Or that's why that didn't pan out. If that would have happened, this would have happened. So, you know, like I say, whatever is for you is for you. Whatever is not for you won't be for you. So if something didn't work out, be happy that it didn't, because something better is always going to come. Doors don't close just to close. Doors close because others are going to open. Opportunities don't just not pan out because other opportunities are going to happen. Sometimes you just have to take a back seat, you know, and let God or the universe or whatever, or life just happen. You know what I mean? You can't really control everything. But the belief, the intention, the frequency, the emotion, all of that is the key for all of this to work. So you have go the distance. Time to go. Okay? So basically, this is about taking risk. You know what I mean? Like, don't sit on something if you've been kind of contemplating it. Like I said, all the time you won't be able to see the finish line, right? This is like, you know, when you play those video games at the arcade and it's like one of those driving, those car racing games, and you pass the checkpoint, like you're like at that point in your life where it's like you're about to hit that checkpoint and move on to the next level. But sometimes, like, we're too scared to move forward. We're too scared to take that risk. We're too scared to make that investment. We're too scared to, you know, move forward from where we're at. When we get too comfortable, or we're too scared to see what is on the other side. And sometimes controlling things or looking at things too closely prevents us from having an experience. That's why, right, we need to breathe. We need to relax. We just kind of need to let life happen to a degree. You know, make the decision, you know, to just live. You know what I mean? Like, if you have something in your mind that you want to do, just take the steps to do it and see how life puts it together for you and packages it. And then you have poise in reverse. And these two kind of go hand in hand for me. Because if you're not relaxed, you're tense. You know what I mean? And poise is about standing tall and not being bent out of shape when things don't pan out the way you want them to. Because we all have to be kind of mindful, you know what I mean? Because like when we're in the moment, in the heat of the moment, we're just like, damn, like disappointments really do affect us. They do, and they're going to, because we're human and we have emotions and we're going to react to certain things, and that's okay to react. But at some point in time, you kind of just have to let it go, let it be like, that wasn't for me, or that was for me, and move on from it, and just, you know, let life be. All right, so I'm going to pull from this deck and see what we get. See what we get out of this. Yeah, so basically, you know, if you've tried to invest in something, or you try to start something, or try to get another job, or whatever the case may be, and opportunities seem to be just slipping away from you, that is not the case. It's just that the right thing is trying to make its way to manifest for you. And sometimes we just have to kind of step back and let life show us what it has in store for us. Dear Spirit. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Traveling. Innocence. Okay, some of you guys could be really wanting a new beginning. Okay, and you really want to, like, this could be actual physical travel. This could be moving on from a job that you're currently at. This could be moving towards a certain goal that you have in mind. But Spirit is asking you to go towards this with some kind of innocence. You know what I mean? With some kind of childlike creativity, or with a childlike mind. Because children, they don't think too much. You know what I mean? They just kind of enjoy everything in the moment. They enjoy everything how it is right now. And they don't give too much to it. It's only when we get older and we're exposed to life, to where we tend to overthink things and have to be very analytic about things. And, you know, 1 + 1 must equal 2, or else, you know what I mean? We're not going to get what it is that we want, because we've been structured by society that it has to work out this way. This is what we have to do in order for us to be, you know, successful, or in order for us to be, you know, stable. And that's not always the case. Sometimes we just have to, you know, just take life for how it is right now. Enjoy it. You know, take risks. Take steps, move forward in whatever it is that you want to do, but do it with a childlike innocence. That's what this travel card, I'm sorry, I don't want to put my middle finger up, but that's what this travel card and innocence card are saying. This trust card is in reverse, because it's like, you don't really trust the process. You don't really trust wherever it is that you're going. You don't trust yourself, and you don't trust the universe, and you don't trust your life how it is. And sometimes when we hold too tight onto things, we prevent ourselves from moving forward. We prevent ourselves from being successful. And I mean, hell, look at this, suppression. This is you doing it to your own self. This is nobody else. You know what I mean? Sometimes you have to I don't know if y'all can see that very closely, but these are ropes and chains, like binding this person down. This is a mental bondage. This has nothing to do with any outside forces. Okay? When you think negatively, you get negative things in return. If you think about a negative outcome, you're going to get a negative outcome in return. Like, it's just that you just have to learn to trust, and not always have to have the answer to things, and just, you know, experience life for whatever it is giving you at the moment. You know, you have to put action into things, you know what I mean? But at the same time, there's like this balance of putting action and then also letting things go and letting life kind of take those two and give you a nice little package of what it is that you really, really want. Because life will do that for you if you let it. And then going with the flow. Going with the flow. Like, I mean, this is like, I can't even make this shit up at this point. You guys can see it in the cards. Like, going with the flow. That's it. That's the best thing you can do. It's like water. Water flows through everything. It goes through all the cracks and crevices. You know what I mean? It forms any shape. There's nothing really that could contain water. Water just flows. And that's what it is that you need to do. Letting go. You know, letting go is in reverse. Sometimes you have to let go of life in order for life to happen for you. You can't always control everything. I hope that I'm making sense. And this has to do with our finances because, you know, especially when it is that we're, you know, for people that are entrepreneurs or people who are trying to put businesses together, or people are wondering what step it is that they should take. You know, sometimes it takes going silent, going within yourself and really saying self, what is it that I want? And you have to take action towards whatever it is that you want, but enjoy the process. You know what I mean? Don't try to control the whole process. Life is going to give you what you want if you let it. And sometimes it comes with doors being closed so the right ones can open. Like, you can't overthink this. It's not that hard. You know what I mean? Life is way more simple than we give it credit. And I just think that society has made us think way too hard about life. And life is not a struggle. Life is not meant to be a struggle. Life is not meant to be a struggle. Okay, I can't sing, but whatever. Y'all get it. Y'all get it. Yeah, like, listen, you gotta let go, honey. You can't just go through life like this. You cannot go through life like this. You can't be this stubborn and hard-headed. You can't. You really can't. Spirit, is there anything else that you'd like to tell us about our finances? Look at, there's a lot of go energy. This is moving forward. This is a lot of moving forward energy. Look at this, traveling. The 8 of Wands, that's about moving forward. Going the distance. Look at all this moving forward energy. Time to go. If you guys are thinking about making a move or making an investment or traveling, this is the time to do it. Like, get out of your head and just live your life. You know what I mean? Don't worry too much. Don't overthink too much. You just kind of have to let yourself enjoy the journey. Because that's what life is about. Oh, that came out again. Okay. Yep, here it goes again. There's this King of Swords and this Queen of Swords in reverse. And then you have the High Priestess. This is, you want to think so logically about something. And that's okay. Logic applies to some things, right? It's like your subconscious and your conscious mind, really. You know what I mean? In a battle. And your subconscious mind or your higher self, I just put it like that. I feel like this is your subconscious and your conscious mind and your higher self having like this battle, right? I want to put it like that. And your higher self wants to overcome your subconscious and your conscious mind. Your higher self intuitively knows what's best for you, but you are trying to overpower your higher self with your logical thinking. I mean that's just how society works. Society teaches us how to think logically, analytically, like 1 + 1 = 2. But in the spirit world, it doesn't always happen that way. You know what I mean? In the spirit world, it doesn't always happen that way. You can't always look at things in an analytical, logical way, because spirit is going to work how it works, and that's why belief is belief and faith is faith. So it's just like you kind of have to go within yourself and say, hey self, what is it that I want? And if I want this, what can I do to make this happen? And then when you do those things, actually put action behind what it is that you want, then you have to let spirit take the will of that and lead you down this path. And you have to just kind of enjoy it for what it is and let it unfold for you right in front of your eyes. And take it, look at it with a child's eyes, with that innocence, because that innocence is what's going to make you see the magic in everything. So that's just the message of today. You know what I mean? Whatever you put your energy into, whatever you focus on, that is what you're going to get out of something. If you're worried about what everybody else is doing, you're taking energy away from your own self. If you want something to grow, if you want something to have meaning, if you want something to have power, then you have to apply that to whatever it is that you're doing. Regardless if that's starting a new job, regardless if that's traveling, regardless if that's starting a business, regardless if that's inventing something, investing in something. You have to put that energy into it in order for you to get something out of it. But also, you have to let spirit help you. So I'm going to leave it at that, y'all. And I hope you guys have a good day. I do have some other videos that I'm going to be coming out with in the next couple of days, especially Sunday. Sundays should be like a special day. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. And I'll talk to y'all later.